doing some driving, go and see some clients, go and meet some clients. Gonna go knock on a couple doors today. It's a good day. Gonna work on my house later. Blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. What's up? Drop a comment, let me know where you're from. It's a cloudy day in West Michigan. South Africa. That's awesome. Do you know Kurt Kaz? Kurt Kaz, he's a YouTuber from South Africa I watch. He does like a bunch of travel videos and stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, I'm in Michigan, in the United States. Doing some work today. Yeah, some people say they don't like him because he's like misogynist or something, because he's always like hanging out with girls whenever he's in these like Hispanic countries like Colombia, Venezuela, whatever. I just like, he goes into like some of the most dangerous areas and just kind of wanders around content. Now, whether the guy's a great guy or not, who knows, you know, no telling. And if we were all really judged by all of our skeletons in our closet, would we all make it out the other side, you know? That's kind of how I always like to think about that. Like whenever someone gets canceled, I'm like, man, what could I get canceled for that, you know, people found out, I guess? I don't know. You know, what did he really do? What if he didn't even do anything? They just don't like him, so they make up stuff, you know? I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to see a client right now. Well, I'm actually going to try and gain a new client. I'm going to go see who to talk to at this business. So I'll go in and say, hey, you know, give them my name, where I'm from, ask them who's buying their fasteners, nuts and bolts, stuff like that. And when I find out, I'll give them a call, introduce myself, and see if we can do some business together. Wow, 16 people. Man, drop a thumb for your boy. Say what's up. Let me know where y'all coming in from. Yeah, jealousy. You know, jealousy is a skill. Like, not be jealous is a skill, I believe. I think it really takes some work to see what other people are doing well. And instead of being jealous, be happy. Like, wow, they figured out something that makes them happy and they're making money or whatever it is, you know. But if you find ways to be proud instead of jealous, it makes your life better. Anytime that you're jealous or you feel yourself being jealous, try and switch it around. Say, you know, just be happy for them. You know, we're all here trying to do our best and we're all trying to live our lives. So, you know, being jealous doesn't do anything good for you, truthfully. I was a jealous person most of my life because that's how I was raised. You know, like, oh, you know, my aunt makes good money, it must be nice, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, be happy. Like, they figured out how to make good money. Like, why be jealous of that? Like, oh, it doesn't affect you positively? Like, so what? Go make it yourself. But, I don't know, not to get on my soapbox about that, but jealousy is something that I really don't like it. I think it really ruins, you know, joy from people. If you're constantly comparing, you'll never be happy. Oh, right lane must turn right. What if I don't want to turn right? Yeah, it should be inspired. Absolutely, 100%, Cindy. That's why, I post stuff and talk about, not that I'm like successful or, anybody that you need to be looking up to, but, I post videos of me just working out, playing basketball, being active, working, driving. Like, this is the grind, every day you got to be moving. Make something happen with your day every day. Even if it's not about making money, get up and do something. One thing that's actually like really helped me lately in the past like 3 months, as far as like getting things done, is waking up early. Like, I started waking up as early as I can every day. That like feels okay, like I've got enough sleep. But yeah, just stay up, man. Don't go back to sleep. When you wake up, just stay up. When you go back to sleep, man, you just feel so much more groggy and less inspired, motivated to do things. Once you wake up, just get out of bed. Go get some water and start your day. Do something that you wish you would have did the day before, early in the morning, and it's such a good way to start your day. Like that Navy SEAL talks about it, where he's like, get up and make your bed. It's one obstacle you have to overcome as soon as you wake up every day, and it's just a Kickstarter for your day. So that's how I feel too, man. I wake up, do some push-ups, do something as soon as I get up, and drink some water. Oh my gosh, I'm always dehydrated. So recently, I've been really, before I put anything else in my body, I try to drink at least a glass of water. And man, even just that alone, it's game changing as far as how I feel in the mornings. My GPS. Make sure I'm heading to the right spot. But yeah, jealousy is bad all around. Yeah, very true, Cindy. It's just like that thing where people say when you got pointing a finger, you got 3 pointing back at yourself. It's very similar to that. You're only jealous. I never really thought about it. You're only really jealous because you know that you don't have the effort to do it yourself. So you're only jealous because you want someone else to come in and do it for you. That's what I think it really boils down to. Once I realized I don't want to live the lifestyle of those people and I don't want what they have, I stopped being jealous. Like, sure, they have a lot of money, they have this and that, but they also don't have my life. They don't have my kids, my family, my wife, everything that I built for myself. So it's like, I don't want their stuff because I got my own. I've got a best friend and a wife, and I've got 2 amazing kids. What the hell do I have to be jealous of, man? People should be jealous of me. I'm lucky, I'm not jealous of them. But again, you know, it's all in perspective. Thanks, Cindy. I am, and I know that I'm blessed, and I try to be grateful for it. You know, the days that like I'm feeling depressed or whatever, you know, my pity party. You know, we all have those. I try to remember that, like, man, if I could have told my 18-year-old self I'd be living the life I'm living right now, I would have been over the moon. So if you can remember that and tell yourself, like, man, 15-year-old me would be so happy with myself. You know, whatever age, you know, think about if you could go back to your teenage self and tell yourself you're going to be where you're at today. Man, it's unbelievable. Cindy, you got any kids? I don't know how, I'm driving. I hadn't looked at, I can't see your picture very well, but you got kids? Any family that you're responsible for? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though. You know, it's like, but you could, you know, for me, it would be also with that same breath saying, congratulations, too. Like, you accomplished what you were setting out to do, you know, or at least you've tried at it every day. Because at the end of the day, if you're trying every day, you can never really regret it. The only time I really face regret is when I do sit on my ass all day and I play video games all Saturday and I'm like, man, I freaking wasted this day. What a waste of my day. I'm 31 years old. Like, there's something else I could be doing than playing video games. Now, if I'm playing video games with my kids, then I that's an excuse. Well, I'm playing with kids, you know? What up, GP? You making monies? Or actually, no, I forgot. You're doing yard stuff today. I'm going to see a client right now. Wow. 19. Yeah, I remember 19. Spending the monies. Oh, did you go to the gym then? You're only supposed to spend money after you go to the gym. You have to earn it. If you go to the gym, get a little swole, you can spend a little money. But if you don't go to the gym, don't get swole, you shouldn't be spending money. I think that's the rule. You don't even have to get that swole. Like, not real swole, just like 10 minutes of swole. And you can spend some money. Single mom. Yeah, my mom was a single mom, and I remember those days very well. Secretary of State, truck payment, yeah. Yeah, being GP, when you get my age, bills hit you, and life hits you, right? You'll understand when you get a little older. That's what I say to the kids, but you'll understand when you get older. Yeah, for a while, Cindy, it made me and my mom bond, being the single mom with just me, and I'm an only child, so, but, you know, just, the constant boyfriends, you know, I think my mom had like 4, 5, 6 boyfriends after her and my dad split up, and I got in fist fights with them and shit, so it's like, that's where we really started to grow apart. It's like, you can't choose men over your boy, you know? Adulting, yay! Anytime I read yay, I read it in like a feminine voice. Like I can't hear yay like yay. It's always yay. Yay. Yay, I am happy. But yeah, I'm got more house shit to do, GP. Hey. Cheerleaders. Oh, cheerleader movies, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Tell you what, whenever I was a young boy, I watched Bring It On to watch those cheerleaders. Yeah, whenever I was like, man, when I get in high school, I'm gonna have me a cheerleader girlfriend. I was all fired up. I thought that shit was awesome. It's so funny too, because like I remember being in, you know, middle school or whatever, and you'd see the high school kids. You're like, oh, they look so old. So old. And then you get to high school and like, we all look like kids still. And then you get to 30 and it's like, we all still look young. And then now those kids look like babies, you know? The boys I coach, you know, high school ball anywhere from, you know, 13 to 18. And it's like they all look like they're babies, even when they turn 18. I'm like, oh. It's like I felt like a grown man whenever I was a senior in high school, or at least I thought I was, you know, and you're still such a baby when you turn 18. Mentally, everything. Did I lose y'all? I had to look at my GPS. Damn, shaving at 10. I don't think I really started growing facial hair though until I was like a year. I think I had a little goatee my senior year, but I was all fired up to get some facial hair and that shit just never came in. I'm on a reconnaissance mission right now. Gotta find a new customer. I tell you what though, I remember when I got my first armpit hair, oh, I was fired up. I was like, hell yeah, I'm a man now. I think I went and showed my mom right away. I'm like, look at this shit. Your boy's becoming a man. Yeah, I was fired up, bro. I was so excited. I don't know what I thought that was going to get me in life, but, you know, step one. So FYI, your GPS doesn't talk to you when you're on YouTube Live. I passed my I passed my turn by a lot, but it's okay. I know where I'm supposed to be. I just being kind of lazy too at the same time. Thanks for making my day. Hey, well, thanks for stopping in, Cindy. Y'all like when people stop in and chat with me, that's what makes my day better. I'm just out on the road, being a road warrior by myself. So whenever people drop in and say what's up, it's cool.
Try subscribe, Cindy. Come say what's up from time to time. And then I tell you what, GP's another good one. That's where I really started doing YouTube Live, was because GP got all of his subscribers to go subscribe to me, so then I could start going live. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool having a little community of people just to chat with. And yeah, I know you know where I'm at. I'm supposed to be, and since you know where I'm at, I'm supposed to be in Grand Haven right now. That's how far past I went. I went way past my turn. But I don't care. Hell yeah. Well, thanks, Cindy. I appreciate that. Long ways past. It don't make fun, bro. Sometimes I get to driving, though. I kind of halfway in my mind was thinking I was going to Holland, but the customer, they have 2 locations. They have one in Holland and they have one in Grand Haven, so I kind of just had my mind set on Holland for some reason. Even though I knew I was supposed to be in Grand Haven. They're all on the same street, the 3 places I'm going right now. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, I've already been pretty productive today. I got some shit taken care of. I went and gave a proposal on about $150,000 in business for next year. Well, this year, between this year and next year. Yeah, my wife does that to me. She's like, where the hell are you going? But yeah, I put it in front of her face, and I beat my competitor by a lot. So there's a good chance I'm going to be winning this business. I just got to figure out how to actually land it. So the next place I'm going right now is a sister company of another company I work with. The main company builds like grow racks for a lot of these greenhouses here. Well, this subsidiary or secondary customer, or the little sister company rather, they take it and refab what they make at the other place and kind of customize them. So I'm going here to see what kind of needs they have, any kind of retrofitting, any kind of fasteners that need to be replaced as they refurbish these things. So it's not a huge money opportunity, but I like these kind that they're smaller companies that I grow with them. As they grow, I grow. Help them when they're small, they'll keep coming back to you when they're big. That's kind of my theory. That's how I'm treating you, GP. I help you whenever I don't need anything from you. But when I do, I'm just playing. Just playing, man. Now, I'm ready to get that tree, man. I don't know when we're actually ready to pull the trigger on the money part, but we don't want that shit in our yard. Yeah, man, always take care of the little guy, because the little guy is constantly trying to undercut the big guy. And when we're talking business, right? The big guys, they're going to have a VP of sales that's going to leave and start a smaller company and go out and try and do the same shit. So go get the small guys, because they're going to keep undercutting the big guys. And as they grow, they're going to remember that you took care of them when you didn't have to. And when they got the money and whenever they're doing really good, then they're going to throw that business to you, because they know that you took care of them and you're interested in their business. And you know their business because you started from the bottom with them. Well, now as you scale, it's easier to scale with them because you've already been doing that business. Oh, we're going to do, 200% more in this product this year? Well, great. We'll buy 200% more of the fasteners so you have your stuff ready. So, same thing with trees, GP. You get a client that takes care of you and they've got multiple properties. You take real good care of them on that one, and they're going to call you back for the rest of their shit. And another kicker, they may seem like the small guy, or they may seem like they don't have a lot of money. But again, as you well know, the people with the most money, you'll never know. You'll never know that they're rich. Cindy, what kind of work you do? If you're a single mom, you got to hustle, I'm sure, to put food on the table. I have no monies. Yeah. I have a lot of debt. I don't have a lot of money. I always leverage debt. I rather use someone else's money to pay for something. That way, if anything bad happens, I use my money to pay for the bad shit. Which is not smart if you don't understand debt. And I don't recommend doing it the way I do for most people, but I'm really good at leveraging interest and making sure I don't pay interest. So I say I'm really good at it. I know how it works. My wife's the one that actually does the actual check cutting and stuff. This was the road I was supposed to be on, GP. Turn it a little bit. Oh, we gone. Where the hell is it? Yeah, just manufacturer after manufacturer down here. Here we go. Here's one. So, all right, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna see if I can get a name. And I'm gonna leave y'all here for a second. I should be only a couple moments, but if I'm not, that's good. That means I'm talking to somebody worth a damn. Let's see. When you go in to make a sales call, you gotta have your instruments, right? You gotta have a flyer. Can't show you because then you know what company I work for. Gotta have business cards and something to write. So let's see. All right, I'll be back momentarily. Let me see right there. All right, I'll be back. Well, I got a name. Got a name. That's half the battle, so. Usually they're always like, oh, I'm not supposed to give their name, but got it. Let's see. So his name was Jim. Yeah, so good sales call. On to the next. You get your knives, Jack.
We talk about forever when I'm
There's some big manufacturers over here. I'm sorry to hear that, Cindy. Biosolutions. Sorry to hear that. That's tough. Where you're at, do they take care? If there's is there any kind of like disability or anything that you're taking care of? I don't know how any kind of like social services there are in your country, unfortunately. Not familiar. Alco. What's down here? Alright, a dead end. Where the heck is this business? It said it's on this street. Get 6 months and you have to go through the whole process again. Oh man, I can see that being a pain in the rear. Are they pretty reasonable, or do they make you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get it? SOS Engineering. SOS Engineering. SOS. Alco. So right now I'm prospecting. So this is how I prospect. I go in and I'm like, okay, this business looks decent. They got enough cars in the parking lot. Their 50th anniversary was 2 years ago, so that's good. PPG, that's paint. I don't need nothing there. Shape, big company. They make a lot of stuff. Shape. These are all their buildings here. But this is how I prospect. So I saw those two businesses. I write them down. I go get on the internet. I look at their revenue, see how much money they make a year. Because if they do anything less than $10 million a year, I don't really want to call on them, because there's not a good chance for me to make a lot of money. If they're only making $10 million, the chances of me making $100,000 are a little small, because fasteners are about 1% of a company's revenue, if I'm guessing. So 1%, 1% is $100,000. That's kind of companies I want to work with. There's Dake. Okay. 1800. I thought it was 18679. 1800. That's Magna. Dykstra. Is this entertaining, Cindy? I always wonder, like, this is my normal day, so this doesn't seem like anything interesting to me, but I got to remember, like, other people aren't salespeople. They don't know what I'm doing. And whenever I tell people, like, I got to work today, like, what does that even look like as a salesperson, you know, in my world? So I like to try and show people what I'm up to. Transfer tool SOS. Industrial park. Let's see what's back here. You're learning a lot. Yeah. Oh man, I've been doing this since I was in my early 20s. I'm 31 now, so I've been doing it a little bit. I tell people a lot, if you're not afraid to get told no, because you're gonna get rejected a lot in sales, but if you're not afraid to get told no, you're not afraid to fail a couple of times, you can really have a good living in sales. You can make really good money, not sacrifice your body, and yeah, it's a good living. I go home, I'm not hurting from, you know, lifting anything heavy all day or nothing like that, so there's trade-offs though. It's stressful as hell. Grand Industries, packaging. You know, whenever I'm not hitting my numbers and my boss is asking me what I've been doing, you know, I better have something to show for my time if I'm going to say, oh, my numbers aren't where they're supposed to be. Maybe I'll just give them my YouTube live and be like, look, boss, this is what I'm doing. You see me working. AFAB, Carter, Future. So like Carter bearings, it looks like a good business based off of what I told you earlier, right? Like a lot of cars in the parking lot. But with that one, they make a product that doesn't use fasteners, so that doesn't do any good for me. Same thing with this one, complete tube fabrication. There's very little that I'm going to be able to do for them if all they're doing is making a product out of raw metals. Advanced molding, shipping, receiving. Oh, these guys are like, what the hell are you doing? C&M coatings. CA coatings, it's products they're spraying onto other products. Again, it's not really anything on the table for us. Powder coating, same thing, spraying products. Doesn't do anything for us. Let's see. Dang, another shape building. So the town you're from in South Africa, you don't have to say it, but what is your town known for? Like, is there anything culturally unique about your area? I think it's just so crazy to me that you can be sitting in South Africa, chilling on the couch, chatting with me, driving on, you know, down the road, and jacaranda trees. Huh. I've never even heard of that. I'm gonna screenshot that. I'm gonna check that out later. Do they have like a good, cool wood pattern or something like that? I have no idea where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of exploring. Coffee black in my bed and oh, that's cool. What do you think about the landscape, like what you're seeing? How's that compare? How's it compare to like where you live? Is it as wooded, more wooded? Is it a lot city or more rural? I'm just curious. Oh, nice. Yeah, the bloom's about to start happening here, but it's still like, so you use Celsius, so I'm not sure how it converts, but we're still only a couple of degrees Fahrenheit over freezing right now. It was like 32 degrees, you know, 0 Celsius this morning when I woke up. I'm so tired of being cold. It's I can't handle it no more. I'm sick of it. I'm ready for the summer to be here already. Here, they're known for the tulips. They got like in the town south of me, they got a tulip festival and all kind of stuff. Nice. I'm more of a city guy myself, and where I live right now, my current house that I live in, I'm actually moving this Saturday to a new house. If you like tulips, man, look up Holland, Michigan. Holland, Michigan, when you get a chance, and look up the Holland tulips. You can drive like 10 miles and there's tulips every dang street. Hey, sorry. Oh, nice. Okay. So you know Gun Dog. Ah, okay. Yeah, he lives, I don't know exactly where he lives, but from what I think he's about 45 minutes south of me where I live. But yeah, check out that Holland tulips. I'm telling you, I think you'll like it. If tulips are your favorite flower. Here, I gotta go into this one next. Oh. All right, this one, I'm just going in and take a picture of something and then I'll be out. But, you know, if you want to stick around, cool. If not, I get it. It's not that cool to stick around by yourself on my live, but I'll be back here in just a second. Stick around. sub about oh, Poems and Stones. Wow, that's crazy. Yes, Poems and Stones. I subbed to Poems and Stones as well, because where he lives is right up there in Traverse City where my wife's little brother lives. That's funny. Well, you're gonna have to come visit one day, Cindy. You're gonna have to come check out Michigan for yourself. Yeah, and I'm actually originally from Louisiana, which is like subtropical, like that kind of, you know, it was very humid and wet. And now it did get freezing every so often, but most of the time it wasn't. You know, it was pretty relatively warm. Let's see. That's funny about Poems and Stones, though. That guy's cool. He's a very nice guy, and he works hard, man. He's a hard-working fella. Strictly enforced. I gotta answer a text. I don't know if it'll drive text. I gotta answer when it hails. Yeah, and that's not the kind of snow you want to stand outside in, that's for sure. That's a very hard-working fella. And what I mean, I'll write it down. So we could call them. But yeah, man, you're just seeing what he shows. I mean, that doesn't count all the late nights working in the barn, getting trailers, tractors, and I'm sure that dude works his tail off all hours of the night. But yeah, my wife's little brother lives up in Traverse City. He's about, so Poems and Stones is probably about 2.5 hour drive from me. Poor lady in a wheelchair, shoeless. Good Lord. She ain't got no shoes on her feet. Smoking a Joe, though. What even is that place? My phone fell and knocked down my, or turned on my windshield wiper. Yeah. Yeah, I told him one day I'm going to go up and shake his hand. He's a cool guy, and he seems very kind. So one day, or next time I'm in Traverse City, I'm going to try and make that happen. I'll go knock on his door at his farm and be like, "What's up, brother?" Yeah, my phone. My tripod that I was using for my car broke. So I've been just wedging it in between my dash and my window. And it actually kind of works pretty good. But my other tripod is at my house. So I have two houses right now. I'm in the middle of remodeling one as I sold my last one and I'm moving out of my last one. But my tripod's at the new house because I've been doing lives while I'm working. So, while I'm working on the house, that is. So I left it there so I don't forget it. But it's really pretty here. There's this bridge that we're about to go over. It's pretty cool. There's a marina over here. And then the water, but you can't see it. Seeing this bridge here. Yeah, it'll be cool. Yeah, stop by anytime you see me in. I'm always just chilling. I'm a pretty chill guy. Chill dude. See, you can kind of see out there. Nah, you can't see shit. Sorry. I was trying to make it where you could see it, but... Well, Cindy, I gotta actually call my wife. She's texting me asking that I call her, so I gotta figure out what the plan is for the day, and I'm gonna get off of here. But hey, I appreciate you subbing and dropping in and hanging out with me today. I might come back on in a little bit later, just like I said, when I actually get to my house to do some work. So just come stop in anytime, man. It'd be awesome. So have a good day. If I don't see you, hope you have a good week, and yeah, have a good one. Thanks, Cindy.